Good morning, everybody. Another brisk morning down here in South Louisiana. But finally today looks like we're gonna have some sunshine. So that has been much anticipated from us. We have been waiting for a nice day weather-wise since we've been down here. So hopefully once that sun comes up and it'll heat things up a little bit. But as for now, same attire, bibs, rain gear to block the wind, jacket. It looks like I wear the same stuff every day. But I have other clothes that I would love to be wearing, but waiting for it not to be cold. So the batteries are all charged on the boat. They were done like 2 hours after we plugged them in. But just ready to get out there, feel some sunshine, and catch some fish. We're gonna check a new area today that should hold the right fish that we need for this tournament, considering the format. I know that sounds silly for a lot of bass guys because usually y'all are just used to going after the biggest bass you can. It's a little more difficult than it sounds whenever you actually get out there and you're doing it. So we're going to be checking an area today that will be a good distance away from the boat ramp, not too close, not too far where the run takes up our whole day, but just far enough to get away from the field, and hopefully it'll have some good fish. So that's the plan. We're going to go out there and try and get them. All right, time check for y'all. It is 7 o'clock, 52 degrees. So tired of this cold weather. I'm gonna go ahead and hook the truck up to the boat while I'm waiting on Dad. Here at the boat landing, we are a little bit further north today. Gonna go check some different areas out. Hopefully we can find some fish today. We need to find a lot of fish. Normally in a tournament, I don't really care. As long as we got 5 or 6 fish in an area that we know are good, I don't care. But this tournament, I'm gonna need like 30 fish to feel comfortable, which is crazy. Because we gotta catch, hopefully, we gotta catch 5 Thursday, 5 Friday. And if we got 5 Thursday and 5 Friday that are worth the lick, we'll make it to Saturday. Saturday's where the money comes out. So hopefully we make it to Saturday. Make that cut. We got a little sun today. Still can't get rid of that wind, but hopefully it'll die off. Probably not, but at least we got some sun, so it won't be as cold today. Still pretty chilly, in the 50s today, blowing about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So it's a little chilly, but at least we got some sun, warm things up a little bit. It's supposed to get in the 60s today, which will be a pleasant thing. Warm welcome to the 60s, okay? Because it has been in the 50s this whole week. One morning it was in the 40s, and that's not really what I want. So I like warm weather. Like I said earlier, I'm from Florida. I grew up in Florida my whole life. I don't do cold very well. So hopefully we can get some warm weather. All right, we found some really beautiful water, super clear. Sun's out, we should be able to see some fish. We've seen some activity, like there's some fish here. The problem is the tide's low right now, and this wind is pushing all the water out of here. So it is super shallow. We're having trouble floating, and we're hoping that we can find a different area over here that's got a little bit deeper water in it so we can go on the trolling motor. When this tide comes up, and if the wind would quit blowing all this water out, there'd be plenty of water in here to do what we need to do. But right now, it is super shallow, so we're trying to poke around in here, see if we can find some areas with a little bit deeper water and we can catch some fish. kind of gone on a little pattern here. You can see how clean this water is. It's kind of dirty because we just put power poles down right there, but hey, this water is super clean. I saw that fish just sitting there, kind of cruising along at the top, and made a good. He's got a mouthful of grass.
Yeah, he does. Here,
you want to hold it?
Yeah, I'll do it this way.
So,
and microsite casting, hit it right in the back of the head with a.
Oh, he's got a mouthful of grass.
Yeah, with a.
That's how bad he wanted to eat that shrimp, man.
Hit it right in the head with a.
He wanted the shrimp. He wanted the shrimp so bad that he ate a mouthful of grass with it.
Paddles off the jerk shrimp, so. Be a little more than heavy than the
Pretty fish, they're fat here. This fish isn't really all that long at all. If we were to catch a fish that, I mean, this fish is only like 24 inches. This is not that long a fish, but he is fat. He's almost 7 pounds. So you catch a fish here that's 26, 27 inches, you can be over 8 pounds easy.
Right, yeah.
And we've seen, this is the
5th or 6th.
6th fish we've seen since we came in right over there. So we've discovered a little pattern here. And I think this whole area we're in, we could really do well if there's water. The water's super low right now. We found this area where there's some water, and this is where the fish are. So overall today, this is probably what, the 10th or 12th fish we've seen today?
Oh yeah, it's a much better area. All right, good job, Mike. He's gone.
He's out.
That's what they do. They drip down in that grass and they just disappear on it.
Exactly. So you got to move slow because this grass right here is so, you can't really see again because it's dirty over here. But this grass is so thick. This water here, this is how deep the power poles are. So this water here is about 3.5, 4 feet. But this grass is right underneath the surface, sometimes on the surface. So if you blow through here going way too fast on your trolling motor, you're gonna miss a lot of fish. That fish right there, we had just talked about moving over there to the right. And I saw that fish pop up out of the grass. And sometimes you got to hit him with a quick cast like that. And man, he came and thumped it. So that was a good sign. Isn't a perfect tournament fish, but that, I would take that fish on day one.
Yeah, I'd take that fish. We take 4 of those and then a kicker for sure.
Yeah, I would take a bunch of 6.5, 7 pounders. That's what we're going for. Anything more than that's a plus. But this tournament, you need consistency before you worry about giants. So that's a start. We've hit a slight roadblock here. Probably somewhere right where I'm standing right now. But in the water is our trolling motor remote. There's a little loop up there. There's that little green thing right there. It has a loop on the end. We clip it in there with a carabiner. And the other day we were fishing, we had it in our hand and it kind of popped off. We were like, man, that's so weird that it comes off because it was in there good. And just now, we're sitting there, we hear a splash, and I'm like, what in the world was that? And we looked down and grabbed the trolling motor remote, and it was gone. So, luckily, I'm prepared, and I have an extra one on the boat, so we're going to get that one synced up, but we got to replace something on that latch or something, because something's off. Alright, these are the fish we catch before the tournament. Just nice little reds, about 2 or 3 pounds. It's so much fun sight casting them. We just saw them sitting there, throw at him, he turns around to eat it. So, hey, alright, I hear you. Anyway, little reds, crystal clear water, and he's off. And that's what we're talking about right there. 8 1/4. It ain't that long. That's better than 8 1/4. Good God.
You can measure on the other board.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can measure on that board, I think. Oh, where's my camera? This is what we call a perfect tournament redfish. See how tall his back is? Comes all the way up, and that tail right there. So you put him down there in that corner, and you pitch that tail a little. He's right there painting that line. But the Elite uses a little bit steeper board than this, so I would roll with this guy. I would definitely take him to the scales because starts at 22nd. If you pinch him all the way hard, he's 27 1/4, and you can get that much with him. He's almost 8.5 pounds. So that's a stud of a tournament fish right there. And that's a stud of a tournament fish right there. And that is exactly what we'll be looking for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There's a bunch of these right here. And they're here. So that's exactly what we're going for, is this guy right here. And that gets me feeling a lot better. Really shouldn't have probably thrown at this fish today, but he was just floating right at us and I couldn't help it. And this will make me sleep a lot better tonight. So, and there's a bunch of these here. So we're gonna go ahead and let him go. So look at that. Go. Adios. 2 goals up here. The first and most important goal is not to drop this camera in the water, because not only I'm pretty sure this thing is not water resistant at all, it would sink like a rock in some really dirty water. Goal number 2 is to try and see if I can get y'all to see a redfish up here. And if it's one that's not like the one I just caught and we can afford to catch him today, see if we can get him catching it on camera. So I'm gonna be his camera guy now. And let's see if I can get y'all to see a redfish in the water. I don't know how well this lens sees in the water yet. But we're gonna find out. And we're going to be on patrol for the redfish. All the way up here in the tower. Alright guys, I think that's enough fishing for today. We're about to get out to some deeper water here so we can put this boat up on plane and head back to the ramp. It's 3 o'clock, so we've been out here pretty much all day. I found some really good fish, lots of fish. I mean, every fish we videoed, that was not every fish we saw, and there was plenty of fish that were great tournament fish that we just did not throw at. And I really shouldn't have thrown at that one, but I just couldn't help myself. There's plenty of them here. So hopefully this water stays, hopefully this water doesn't get any lower. If it'll come in some, this will be a field day in here. We can manage now as long as it doesn't get a whole lot lower than it is now, which hopefully it won't. We got a good pattern down. I think we got enough fish for at least 2 of the 3 days, and I'm sure there's enough here for all 3, especially if the water comes up. So back at the landing. You know, I thought about it. Other than hats, I've been wearing the same exact thing every day. I think I changed hoodies yesterday. I could probably pass all this off as different days. No one would know. But got to run to, I guess the nearest academy is going to be in Houma. But we got to go grab another push pole. My push pole broke today in the mud, so I lost that. And we got to get another push pole. We need a plug for the front live well for the overflow. We got to cut that off. And a couple more things, but I'm about to go put the boat on the trailer. You're waiting on me, so I'll be back. Today was a success. I think we found some good fish, enough to do really well in the tournament if we can catch them every day. That's going to be the tough part, is 5 fish every day, but those fish are there. There's a lot of fish. Like I said earlier, if we can get a little bit more water, we are going to be a-okay. But if it stays like it is now, we can make it work. But pretty productive day, huh? You happy with the day? Pretty productive? Pretty productive day, huh? Are you happy with it?
Oh, absolutely. What a good day it was, Michael. I was really happy with it. Figured it out today. I think we connected all the dots.
You heard it from the man. That's going to do it for today's video, everybody. If y'all enjoyed, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, remember to subscribe. I appreciate every single one of y'all that are watching these videos. I'm trying to put videos up just about every day. So y'all stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching.